Okay, on today's adventure at Blocky's Garage, we are going to reassemble a Turbo 400. We already tore it down quick to see what was going on with it. Got it brought to me and just quick tore it down, drained it, all that stuff. It wasn't shifting, something like that, and dug into it to see there was some hot spots on a lot of the wave plates and the steels. So maybe there's like an applied piston issue, or maybe one of the pistons is stuck in the valve body, something like that. But it's all tore apart. It's sitting on the bench, ready to go back together. We got a new rebuild kit, and a lot of new sealing rings are still good. A lot of the sealing rings are still good on it because it just got rebuilt. So we're just gonna fix the clearance issue maybe, or whatever, and get rid of them hot spot wave plates and stuff, and we're gonna make hopefully a pretty decent tranny for him, and get it back to him so he can start going to car shows with it. But let's dive into her. Why are we standing around talking? So then for your center support bearing, just take some trans gel and kind of goop it on there. Not a whole lot, so that way it holds it for when you go to put it in. Like that. Something like that, so then when you go to put it in, it'll stay. You want to line these up. And you're going to line these 3 holes up right there. Then you take your center support snap ring, and it's flat on one side. We're going to go ahead and put our intermediate clutch packs in. And then our prior direct drive drum band. If you're doing a full manual valve body or something, you can take this out, and they make a little piece that slides right in here to hold this down for more support. So there's 3 clutches, 3 plates, and a wave plate. Now you can get rid of this wave plate, add another steel and a clutch, but then you got to do a bunch of shimming and stuff. So now I just throw a little oil on there, put that in, throw a little oil on there. Some people soak them. Some people don't soak them. It's really all on how you want to do it. You can, however, rough these steels up. So then your last steel, right like that. And then this snap ring will go in. Okay, that's in. I like to keep these ends as close to one of these tabs as possible. So now we'll check it. That's loose. We'll check clearance. You just get your feeler gauge out. I have a little bend in mine. And you want to check for clearance between the applied plate and the clutches. There's a lot of space in there. This is 46, and there's still a bunch of space. Okay? So, we should probably get it a little tighter than that. Here's my little stack of feeler gauges. I just put it, shove them in there. And then shove the feeler gauge down in the notch of this so it don't move too much. And take the flimsiest one and try and slide right in the top. So right there. And then just wiggle it back and forth. That's about 78 thousandths. And that's about all I got for the 3-pack intermediate stuff. And that's way too loose. Way too loose. So, what we're gonna have to do is take it back out and try and find a th400 intermediate. I think I have one. These steels are almost the same size as the 400 turbo. But they're just a little thinner. I'm gonna put these in here dry for now so I can measure it. The clutches, the frictions are the same size actually. But you use 4 of them instead of 3. Where your main difference is the pressure plate. This pressure plate is the 4L80, and this pressure plate is right here is the 400 turbo. So quite a bit difference. Quite a bit. And we'll actually take the 400 turbo pressure plate and put on top of there. And our snap ring. I like to do that, put those in there because there's a lot of pressure, and there's going to be more pressure with these 4 clutch packs now. Then we'll take our feeler gauges Here's 35 thousandths. Stick it in there, or try to. Okay, so 35 feels pretty loose. You want anywhere from 20 to 50. 20 being minimum, bare minimum. 50 being maximum. So 40, or it'd be 35. This is at 11. So 46. 46 is kind of tight. I'd probably call that 45 or 46. I can still kind of move it. That's ideal. Like 48 is like perfect, but 46 is gonna work really good. So now, and here's a stack of 400 turbo and 4L80E clutches that I have laying around for stuff like this. We'll set these off to the side till we're done. Not gonna use them again anyway, but this is our one-way roller clutch. This will actually explode if you go from reverse to drive really quick in a 400 turbo. That'll just blast out of there. So we're gonna go ahead and rebuild the apply piston in this. And I believe these are the clutches for that. So okay, this one will have 3 lip seals. One on the outer of the piston, inner of the piston, and then inner of the drum. And they all suck. But we'll change them out. See if there's any cracks in them. There's a little nick in this one. I can feel it with my thumb. And then the 4L80 ones have a ring all the way around this that's solid, that it's a bigger surface for it to apply to. I can't find my seal saver to install these, but like a 5 thousandths feeler gauge will work. I made a little thing like a looped ring that works sometimes. Here's a 6,000 one. Alrighty, alrighty. Here's our pressure plate. These steels, frictions. That's pretty much that. We can put this in, we can actually check it. I don't have a caliper to measure the clutch packs, but it's not bad. You just want to wiggle it around, and it can be pretty tough. Once you got it down in there, just pick it up a little bit. You hear that like solid clunk? That means it's seated all the way down. So if you had this together and didn't want to pull that back apart, you just add air down here to this middle one. You can bounce the direct or intermediate direct drive, and it'll help get them clutches lined up. But I always like to shimmy and shake it. Do it the hard way, I guess. Now we're gonna do the forward drum. Fill my transmission luber upper. My hands are all slippery. These work pretty good for if you got a hole in your bench, you can just slide it in there, but I don't have that. Pull the snap ring out. These are some hard ones too, man. They are just in there. Now we can put together our forward drum. Okay. Lube them up. Leap. Leap. Same thing as the direct drum. It takes 5 steels and 5 frictions. Make sure this little washer's in there. And then there will be a plastic washer on the back. Make sure that's in there. All right. That'll go all down in there. Okay. Leave it up so it don't drip everywhere. Then go ahead and we'll shove this in there. That hard thump. You'll know when you don't have it in there because your valve body or your pump housing won't go down in there. Now we'll go ahead and rebuild the pump. Actually, we just gotta put it back together. It's already been rebuilt. I'll put a new seal in it. Make sure the apply valve works. You're just gonna push on it. Get off there. Make sure these seals are good. All right, so you can drill and tap this little hole right here in the pump housing. This one right here. And that just ensures that the torque converter is getting filled up and it doesn't apply too much pressure against the thrust bearing in the engine. But usually that's for race applications and we're not really gonna do that. But we're gonna take a straight edge and see if these pump gears are straight. You wanna make sure there ain't no burrs on them that your fingernail can catch. Found an old beat up license plate, so that'll probably work good. Then you just want to put it on there and then try and turn it. And what you're looking for is if it catches. Not too bad. Seems all right. There's that. Check this. This is a brand new, I think B&M pressure regulating valve. And all I'm gonna do is see if it's moving. Oh yeah, okay. Yep. Got new seals in there. You're gonna wanna take this O-ring off. Get yourself a couple hose clamps. These are torqued to 18 to 20 foot-pounds. We'll go. There's 20. Take your hose clamp off. And we'll test fit it without any of the seals and gaskets. Go ahead and throw our sealing ring in. And we'll need a pump housing gasket. And we'll line these little holes up with the ones on the pump. Make sure it's all the way down. That O-ring might hold it up a little bit. Which is all right. Your pump bolts will have these little sealing washers. They got rubber coating on them. These are also 18 to 20 foot-pounds. There's that. Now we can roll this thing over and start doing the valve body. All right, we got our parts over here. Clean this up. Got the center support bolt torqued down to 20 foot-pounds. We're gonna go ahead and check our clutch packs. Now, you're just gonna use regular air and but you wanna regulate your air down to like 30 PSI. If you use regular shop air, you're gonna blow those seals out and you'll be back doing it all over again. There, I got this regulated down to like 35 psi. And you're just gonna put it right in these 3 holes. Just you want a little minimal air out there. That sounds good. Okay, there's only really one way this can go on. There's a little port right here, and then the body of it swoops down, and then there's a little cutout here for the valve body. You want to tighten these down evenly. Now that we got all that together, you want to take your governor valve or governor filter screen, and it goes closest to the output. We'll get our gasket and our separator plate. These have indications on them. This has a C for case, right there. So it'll go on first. Oh, we gotta get our check balls in. One here. One here. One here. One here. And one right there. Right now. Take the gasket that says case on it. Put it on there. Get our separator plate. You want to take a file and go over this. Knock all them burrs off. Grab our other gasket that says valve body right there. It's kind of bent. I think it'll be all right. You want to get your park valve lined up. Alright, these are 1/2 inch and these are 7/16. These 3 here, and then the rest are all 1/2 inch. Install your new gasket for your downshift solenoid. And put your downshift solenoid in. These are also 7/16. Throw some trans fluid in it. Whatever you have left over. I just pour a little on the inside and the outside, and not a whole lot, but just enough to maybe lube some of that up. We'll torque the valve body down. Start with the 1/2 inch ones to 18 foot-pounds. And then the 7/16 are, I believe, like 106 inch-pounds or something. I believe we can put a filter on. Got our new filter. Squish her on there. Filter bolt. There you have it. One th400 down. Now we just gotta try it. Hopefully it works. But I should. I don't know why I wouldn't. If you are ever building transmissions, you need to get one of these blue books. They come in handy. If you have a question about something or just, forget. Because it happens. But that'll be all for now. See you guys next time. Like, subscribe. You know what to do. And remember, your project ain't gonna get itself done. So get out there and work on it. Rebuild a transmission, motor, axle, whatever. Till next time.